YouTube, what is going on? This is the Faithful Trucker coming back to y'all with another video, dropping some heat. Appreciate y'all rocking with me for another one, man. Appreciate y'all coming in and supporting your boy. Let's get those subscribers up, you know what I'm saying? We already at 45 subscribers, and to some people that may not be a lot, which I guess technically it's not, but to me it is. We all start off with 0 subscribers, right? And I'm up to 45. So I just want to say I appreciate all my people who support and rock with me, man. By the title of this video, y'all can see, is Landstar a good business partner for you? I'll tell you, first off, I'm out here in Memphis, Tennessee, getting unloaded, getting this hazmat stuff off my trailer. Then from there, I got to drive about an hour to go pick up my next load. And that's going to Ohio, which ends my week tomorrow. So, the $1 million question, right? Is Landstar the partner for you and your business? That's a rhetorical question. Like, that's something that you have to think about yourself. I mean, does Landstar have a lease purchase program? No, Landstar does not have a lease purchase. Landstar does not own any trucks that they're leasing out. You have to have your own truck at minimum to even be considered here at Landstar. I've done videos in the past as far as the leasing on process, step 1 and step 2. So if you are interested in coming over here, go check out those videos. I came on here in April of 2020. Maybe all the things are still the same, but the step-by-step process and the things you need to have as far as licenses and all that type of stuff, endorsements and all that stuff. Okay, I talk about that in those 2 videos. It's 2 separate videos. Go check those out. But aside all that, let's say you do qualify to come on here at Landstar, like as far as the paperwork side, the black and white side, right? Like, you have the experience, you have your truck, you have everything you need, you have all the endorsements, you've passed the drug test. But you still have to ask yourself the question, like, maybe this is the question you need to ask before you even consider even having the qualifications. I guess you can ask this question to yourself first. Are you comfortable running hazmat? Okay, because a lot of the loads here are hazmat, a lot of them. Okay, like, you have to have your hazmat to even be considered on it. Here at Landstar, you have to have your hazmat. There's no, oh, you can get it within 90 days of hire. No, you have to have, at the minimum, you have to be able to show proof that you took your fingerprint. When you get your hazmat, you pass it at the DMV. They give you the appointment to go get your fingerprints taken to send off to the government or whatever. That receipt that you get, that you just got your fingerprints taken, and after you paid for it, you have to have that receipt at minimum to be here at Landstar. Landstar is a safety-driven company, right? Every company may say that, but Landstar actually is. I would say here at Landstar, man, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna be as honest as I can, because I don't remember an exact number with what I'm about to say. But being here since April up until this is December, right? So we're gonna say 8 months. I may have had gotten pulled into a scale. And I run 5 days a week. I run up to the Midwest. I run down south. So I probably actually got pulled into a scale, like my red light, right? I would say maybe a total of, and I'm throwing out a number, probably 10 to 15 times. 10 times maybe. that I've actually passed over a scale. Maybe in between 10 and 15 times I've actually passed through a scale that my Qualcomm told me pull in unless closed. That's what ours says. Pull in unless closed. And a lot of the times it's already closed. Very rare does it tell me to pull in. Very rare. And when it does, they're doing that mandatory, every truck has to pull in. Y'all know those ones I'm talking about, right? You go over a way, every truck has to pull in, no matter what. But I've never, so the Landstar, their score, man, is just, their CSA score is top notch, because to say that we haul hazmat here, which is already an extra risk, right? It's an extra thing to worry about as the driver and as the carrier. You're hauling hazardous chemicals, chemicals that explode, chemicals that's poison, chemicals that, you know what I mean? Like all these different types of chemicals up and down the road. But yet we have a high score and we don't get pulled in much. That should say a lot. I don't know about any other drivers, but that's how it is with me. Other than that, man, are you comfortable with hauling hazmat? I'm not saying you're going to have to haul the hazmat once you get here, but it should say a lot by the fact that you have to have your hazmat in order to come on board, right? So that should tell you at least half the loads on the board are hazmat, right? That should tell you that. But yeah, man, other than that, it's Landstar. 65% of the load is what we get paid here at Landstar. That's no secret. Okay, I don't discuss numbers on my channel as far as my personal numbers. What I make, what's my truck know, how much I spend in fuel. That's just what I don't do. But it's not a secret as to how, you can call and find that out easy, right? So, but we get 65% of the line haul. Okay, 65% of the line haul, not of the total of how much the load pays. The total load may pay $1,800, but the line haul may be $1,550. Okay, the other $250 could be loading, unloading, fuel surcharge, accessorials, and all that stuff. Okay, so coming on here, you have to realize it's the line haul. The 65% of the line haul is what you get. So always calculate that in, man, when you're negotiating with brokers, before you even call the agent on the load, just know, okay. And when you click on the load, it'll show you line haul, accessorials, and all that. Or if it doesn't show accessorials and all that stuff, obviously, you have a mouth, you're a business owner, you should be able to talk and ask, hey, what's the line haul? What's the breakdown on this? But man, Landstar is such a great company, man. Like, I don't see how anybody can say anything bad about them. Now, are there other companies that you can book off any load board in the world? Yeah. Are there other companies that you may get a higher percentage of the gross revenue? Yeah, of course. There's always something or someone better, right? You're never going to say, oh, this is the end all be all. This is it. There's always something better. There's always going to be, but the grass isn't always greener on the other side, man. Okay. It's about what holds close to your heart, right? Like, it's loyalty, safety, consistency, security. Does that mean a lot to you, or is it just always about the money? Okay. Now, I can leave here and go to a company that's paying 80%, 85% of the load, but does that company have dropping hooks? Probably not. If you're booking off of any load board in the world, I'm 99% sure it's not a drop and hook company that you're going to. You're going to have to get a trailer, your own trailer, or you're going to be leasing a trailer from them, and that's the trailer you're going to stick with, right? Under certain circumstances, you may have to repower a load or something like that, but it's not. Here at Landstar, it's dropping hook. We have dropping hooks here. As a matter of fact, this load that I'm unloading now, it's a live unload, but it was a preloaded trailer that I picked up down south. And not then my next load, it's a live load and live unload. But the load after that takes me back down south, it's a drop at the delivery. Okay, so it's just a drop and hook. There are a lot of agents, a lot of lanes over here, man, where you can do drop and hooks. So you have the luxury of doing a drop and hook, you know, while hauling some hazmat. And I say it's a luxury because, I mean, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, everything's a luxury, man. Like, you know, it shouldn't be a burden for you to have to do the hazmat. Don't come over here if you don't want to do the hazmat, because a lot of loads that are hazmat pay good. Now, like I said, I'm not saying that there aren't loads that are not hazmat, right, that don't pay good, because there are, and I've hauled some, a lot. But I'm just saying there are a lot of hazmat loads that pay really well, man. Like this load here was a hazmat load. This load went 400 miles, and I got a really good rate on it. Like I said, I don't say numbers, but I got a really good rate on it. So first off, are you comfortable hauling hazmat? Second off, what means more to you? Is it just about the percentage you're getting? Because you could be dealing with a company that only knows you by your driver number or your truck number, or they may not even know you by that. They may have to always ask you I can call Landstar, and as big as Landstar is, man, I guarantee you I can call Landstar, and this company has at least me, the people I talk to, some of them have my number programmed, and they already know who I am when I call. Hey, Kelly, before I even tell them what my truck number is. Now, obviously, they have to know what your truck number is to get into the load and all that. But I went driver ID. We have one, but we never use a driver ID. I've never used my driver ID number ever, only to log into this Qualcomm. That is the only thing I've ever done. Use my driver ID for. Okay, so they're very friendly here at Landstar. I don't see, like, I'm not saying I've heard bad things about them, but I've seen YouTubers that has put out videos that everything isn't always nice about them. Now, everybody's experience different, so I can't knock that. Just because everything's great over here for me doesn't mean it was great over there for XYZ, right? Like, you may have had a bad experience for whatever reason. Landstar, we have great discounts, man, on tires, fuel. I mean, my average fuel discount, I got fuel yesterday at a Petro for $1.92. The pump price, $2.40. 48 cents off the gallon, man. I mean, how can you complain? 48 cents off the pump price. So we have great fuel discounts, great tire program and maintenance, and there's even like a little loan program that they have for certain people, and I won't get into that on this video. It'll be another video because I want to find out a little bit more about it. But there's so much of assistance here too if you weren't to succeed right off the bat. Now let me remind you, I came in April, in the middle of the pandemic. That's when I came over here to Landstar. The pandemic started in March. Everything was shut down in April. Like, that's when the United States was pretty much shut down, other than frontline workers. And my life changed in April, man. Like, when I came here, it's crazy. And our rates still up. You may wonder. Go check a few videos back. I posted a live load board video. I showed y'all the live load board. You can see the rates on there. You can see, I kind of go through it. But go check that out. Are the rates still high? I haven't noticed a difference since I've come here. Like, since I came here in April, the rates were all the way up here. And here we are, December, 2nd? This is December 2nd, right? I think this is December 2nd. Let me see. Yep. December 2nd, rates are still, at least the lanes I run, You know, at least the lanes I run. And I'm home every single Saturday. Every weekend I'm home. I come home early Saturday morning. I spend all day Saturday, all day Sunday at the house with my kids and my wife. Monday I'm back at it. And my life has changed, man. We got some pretty big things, coming up. But I'm not gonna keep rambling on. But is Landstar the company? Is Landstar the best business partner for you? Those are the questions you have to ask. What means more to you? Is it just the money, or do you like the security of it? Do you like the loyalty, the consistent freight? Okay, now spot market freight is different when you're booking off of the DAT load board and Truck Stop and Coyote Go and JB360 and all these XPO and Convoy. And I've been at companies where I've booked off loads like that, and it is great. And I follow a lot of people on YouTube where it is great. But spot market freight, this is a company's load board. These are all Landstar's freight and agents. Okay, we're not booking off the spot market, so it's different. When the spot market freight may go down, rates may go down, Landstars may still be steady, be still up there. You know what I'm saying? Because and then it's Hazmat. So Hazmat runs the world, man. Spot market freight, you're doing a lot of loads where you're not always, if it's in that season, it's seasonal freight. Hazmat stuff with chemicals and stuff that has to be mixed up with hand sanitizer, soap, water, dish detergent. That stuff is always in. You can't ever tell me soap is going to be, it's not a season for buying soap. When you run out of soap, you buy soap. Period, right? A season. Soap is always going to be. Hand sanitizer, if any, 2020 is at its all-time peak. I mean, stuff went off the shelves in April. I remember that. So this alcohol and the stuff that they use to make that stuff, I haul. All that stuff. I think I'm done being loaded, y'all. But I'm going to get on out of here, get my paperwork signed up. And I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. And as always, I appreciate y'all watching. I'll see y'all next time.